Hi guys, Leah here. Excuse me and my voice. I have a little bit of tonsillitis going on. So I wanted to talk about altars. Last night I was thinking about joining a pagan group on the island, and you know, they were fine with it and all the rest of it. And at the last moment, I started getting the heebie-jeebies a bit. I was like, every time I do this, I'm never entirely comfortable, and that confused me because I really want to be part of something. And then my partner said something to me. He said, "Yeah, but you're a bit of a fair weather pagan," and I was offended. I said to him, I was like, "How dare you?" And he was like, "Well, it's not something that comes up a lot. You know, other than tarot and little bits and bobs like that. It's not something that comes up a lot." Anyway, I thought about it, and as time went on, I was like, actually, maybe he's right. Maybe, you know, it made me think I'm not putting enough into this for myself. Like, I'll celebrate the Sabbats, and, you know, I'll set up an altar, and I have all my tools and things like that for, you know, for the Sabbats, but I don't really integrate it into my everyday life. For example, one thing I realised while reading The Circle Within, I can't remember who wrote it, it's upstairs. Anyway, I was reading The Circle Within, and it's about integrating your paganism or your Wiccan or whatever it is that you believe in into your everyday life. And I thought the one thing that I'm missing when I read it was I don't have an altar. I don't have an altar that's just set up. So I spent hours last night trying to get to sleep because I couldn't, because I kept thinking, well, where would I set one up? Because I'm not the only person in this house. I have large tables that I use when I do it. It's usually when no one's around, the kids are in bed, my partner is out, or at his house. And I thought, well, we're going to move in and stuff together eventually, and I'm going to have less space to keep this sort of thing. So I really need a confined space. So I was like, how much space is there in the cupboard under the stairs where I keep the washing machine? I was like, that's not right. I can't have all that whirring around in the background. I was like, what about the airing cupboard? And then I looked in there, and yeah, there's plenty of space, but you know, I don't have to shuffle aside towels and stare at that ugly boiler every time I, you know, want to do something. So today I emptied out an old bureau of mine and thought, pop up altar. So I wanted to show you guys. Basically, it's fairly simple. There's nothing that exciting about it. I can't figure out how to turn this camera around, so I'm just going to show you. Over here is just some random stuff. All right. So this is more difficult than I imagined. This is my bureau. As you can see, it's just, you know, whatever. I changed one of these because one fell off. My friend had a pretty one. I was like, I'll put that on there. It doesn't have to match. So here, if we can ignore the lamp, I've actually got my oils in here. Got candles either side, pestle and mortar. But when you open this baby up, this is really hard to see. I'm aware, guys. I'm sorry. Ta-da! Pop-up altar! Yay! So over here, I have my bell. I have some thyme, because I like thyme. I have some shells. I have my Samhain incense. Ooh, I nearly said it wrong. I have my pentacle. I have my little offering bowl and my sage stick, so eventually that will come out onto here where I've got a lot of space to do all my witchy things. I've got my goddess. I've got my little mini book of shadows, which is super cute with a little altar tile just slid in there. Over here I have my chalice, and I have various crystals and conkers. I have a rabbit's foot in there and a poppy. Poppies are actually my favourite flower. It just helps that it's also that time of year, and you know, respect. So I've got some palm stones. This is my favourite scrying stone, which is beautiful, and if you hold it up to the light you can see all through it. It's beautiful. I got it! The Ophidia Rosa Tarot is on my altar, and it's beautiful. There's a little bit of obsidian on the top. Over here is a bit of, I think it's Chalcedony Rose that she's holding, and in there she's got a sprinkle and a sage and random herbs. Put that back. And over here, the Deviant Moon. You can't get more Halloween than the Deviant Moon. My lovely palm stone of tiger's eye on there. And in here is just some random bits that I'll be using. So we have some herbs that I feel are very Samhain based, and some candles and some oils and things like that. So that's very cute. We have, oh, back here, because I have it everywhere I go. I'm gonna make a mess now. In my favourite bag, poppies again, is, it's really hard to do one-handed, guys, and I'm not paying attention. Dun, 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 dun. You know what that is. I don't need to tell you. You know what that is. I'm gonna put that out there for now so I can put it away neatly. And also, in here, I thought, well, you know, I haven't got enough room to keep it all in that area. So there we go. So in here, I've got a couple of different altar cloths. I have my Athame, which is my baby. I use that. I don't know why I've put the wand in here, except that it is a tool. I never use it. I use my Athame. I use more masculine energy for that one. My bowline, which I use for cutting herbs. I'm going to get it out just because it's so pretty. This is going to take a second. Hi guys! Alright, anyway. Here it is. Look at that. This bone handle. Beautiful. Beautiful. Over here we have incense lighter. In there is my little singing bowl, or you know, you can hit it and it goes ding. Oh, Simon's got one. You know what I'm talking about, Simon. This is for wax seals. It's very pretty. Got a little gold pen and some candles. So this is just my little pop-up altar, and I hope you guys liked it. I wanted to keep the video short because God help me if it doesn't go up again. I hope you managed to see everything because I couldn't see what I was showing you. But I'm glad to be back, and I'm glad that I've integrated this into everyday life and that I've got a permanent altar space. Bye!